All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Listen, we are back for another first impressions video for my upcoming fragrance release with Navitus Parfums. Now, if you haven't been tuned into these videos, then today we're going to hear some first impressions by a fragrance reviewer out there in the world of YouTube. For those of you who have been tuned into this channel and you've seen these first impression videos, then you know kind of what to expect. I also wanted to throw this out there because I think it's important to understand as we're getting more and more of these first impressions videos. These videos are really done within a 2 to 3 day span of each other. Now, I know since the original video, the notes have been released, the perfumers have been released, so some of those details may seem muddied in the video, but you know what they are now. If not, make sure to check out that down below in the description box. Now, we have a great pre-order sale going on. We are coming to the end of the initial launch phase before these things begin to ship out. So they will be shipping out really soon, and I wanted to make sure that you guys and girls out there still had the opportunity, if you've been holding on trying to see if your favorite reviewer has anything to say about these fragrances, they are here for you. All right, discounts and everything is listed down below. You get up to 45% off if you purchase the entire collection. We're also now shipping to Nepal, so we have another tick mark in places that we can ship to. So if you are in Nepal, shout out to you. We can ship to you now. So enough about that. Let's talk about today's video. Today I am being joined by Timmy from Imagine Scents. You guys know about him. He's been putting it down in Fragcon for a long time, and he is one of the go-to guys for me when it comes out to fragrances, and therefore I wanted to have a conversation with him about these fragrances. As I've stated before, a lot of these guys and girls that I have these conversations with about these fragrances, we don't have massive conversations behind the scenes. We see each other when we see each other, and we speak when we speak. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop in today's video. Shout out to Timmy. I have his information linked and listed down below. All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. I got the homie LT. Little T.
LT. Yo, what's up, guys? LT.
Baby? Hey, listen, man. So for those of you who don't know who this guy is, you've been living under a rock, but tell them about yourself, sir.
Hey, I'm Timmy, channel Imagine Scent. Of course, I have another fragrance channel just like B here. And yeah, it's I live in Las Vegas, hot weather mostly, so I like a lot of fresh fragrances. If you like that, come join. I also like gourmands too. I think B also likes gourmand fragrances, so there you go. We have some of that in common. So yeah, just excited today to try these fragrances. So
boom. So listen, Timmy has been a great sport to do this with me, and he's also gone on to not open the fragrances, and I really appreciate that. Now we had his true first impression. You guys know what if he likes it, if he doesn't like it. Before we started this video, I said, "Look, Timmy, if you don't like him, baby, just let me know. No, I'll cry after the call." But,
oh man,
I'm really happy
on the spot. I don't even know how many fragrances you have here.
So there's 5 there. There are 5 altogether. I'm really happy with how these fragrances came out. But obviously, I think you will be the ultimate judge here. I meant to put you some test strips in there, but I forgot to do so, sir. So my apologies.
No, that's fine. I have like a whole cup of test strips.
True, bro.
I'm good.
Cool. So I'm ready whenever you are. I think I labeled them 1 through 5, so it makes it really simple for us to go through.
All right. Well, I have the box open. I think that's all of it. So I would like fuck the box, but it's a pretty big box to crush. So there you go. All right. There's also a letter in here. I don't know if I should read it now, later, whatever it says here. They say it takes a village, and you're part of that village. Thank you. Thank you.
Part of my village.
I don't know if I. All right. Well, let's get to the fragrances.
Whoa.
So, which one here? Should I go ahead? B. All right. So I'm just gonna grab one at random, I think. This one just says number 2. No name, nothing.
Can we start with number 1?
Oh, start with number 1? All right. Cool.
Go on order.
You got number 5 here. 4, 1. There we go. We'll start at number 1. All right. Whew. So I'm guessing you're not revealing any name yet. Is this still like a secret?
Yes, there's still a secret, but I wanted an easy way for them to refer back to in the video. So say, hey, this is number 1. But
I see.
By the time we launch this, we'll have the bottle image on the screen and some of the notes so they can kind of.
All right. All right, so I sprayed the first one. Vanilla.
Okay.
This one I like. This one I feel like it could be a niche version of like a your kind of tonka bean vanilla kind of ambery sense. Well, still it retains that mass appeal that I like. I think it's very versatile for like fall or winter time. I think you can even wear this to the office. I don't think it's it comes across too strong. It's not too sweet. This one I like. Open up with a bang. Wow, this one I do like. Yeah, I like this one. I like this. Being that it has a lot of sweet notes, I like this one quite a bit.
Yeah, I didn't want to, something that was going to be super sweet, although I do like that. I don't feel that, the masses really approve of it on a lot of cases. So
I agree with that. Yeah, too sweet sometimes, especially for the men's, right? They tend to lean like more fresh than sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I agree with this one, man. I like this.
All right,
this
cool.
is great.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. All right. Well, there you go. At least that one's going to my well, it's gonna make a dent in my wallet. That one is. So all right. You want to tell me more about that one, or do you want to move on to a second one?
So for that one, like for me, the thought process was something that, a man could wear, feel confident. A man or a woman could wear, with the right situation, could wear that, feel confident. Something that you could use for date night, but also we were heading into this fall and winter type of season, so I wanted something that could perform there. You got some tobacco in there. Also, you got some cacao that you picked up. To me, I enjoy that. That one to me is like one that I would wear on maybe a date night to a good spot, or if I just want to feel confident throughout the day, I can rock.
Yeah. I really should be spraying these on skin, because on paper you only get like the opening, the top notes for a little while.
Yeah.
So maybe I should be spraying these on skin to really just get that the true feeling. Because right when you mentioned tobacco, it was like that was not what I got off the initial test strip.
Okay.
Yeah, it's rich on skin. Definitely rich on skin. On the paper, you get just a lot of that kind of powdery sweetness, but on skin, it's a little bit deeper. I see where the date kind of scene comes from, your inspiration behind it. It's really well balanced, man. Let's just say I like this one.
Appreciate it. Hey man, that's goat talk. That's goat talk.
All right. Well, I think I have 5 spot on my skin.
All right, I'm ready for whenever. We can head over to number 2 if you like.
All right, number 2 here. Let's go with this hand right here. Yeah.
Now I know I've mentioned dates on that first one, but this one to me, I'll let you smell it first before I give it to you.
This one's a little bit harder for me to describe, I guess. But I think this one's more. Oh man, I don't know which one's more unisex. I think they're both pretty unisex. I think I like the first one slightly bit more, but this one is kind of like stumping me in terms of like what notes are in here, how I'm going to describe. I know it has a little bit of sweetness. It has some depth. It's rich for sure. It's like a cloudy, rich. I like this. I feel like it's pretty versatile for fall and winter time. I feel like it has a slight bit of its own DNA to it. I like that I can't compare it to anything. That's okay. Like I guess that's first positive. So I can't compare this to anything so far. I just know I like it, but I do like the first one more. The first one kind of gave me more of a feeling, I guess.
Okay.
Feel more drawn to the first one. This one I like. I feel like it could be like I don't want to use the word dumb reach because it has like a weird connotation with the blue fragrances and all that. It's not nothing like that, but it's an easy grab for sure. You can leave this by the door, just like before you go, and it's just in case you forgot to put on something upstairs and you have one by the door. Yeah, that's kind of yeah. It's just easy to wear. It could work any situation, to be honest.
For me, this one in mine, I had like this cozy type of scent where
it does have that.
For that Netflix and chill or something, you want to draw it in a little bit more. Or if a woman wanted to wear this for that same situation, I felt that it had that like this warmth to it that works. But for that sweetness, there's some sweet notes in here. So you have some marshmallow, you have some licorice in this one.
Marshmallow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I get that.
Some French.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah, so those are probably some of the notes that you're picking up on in that. Vanilla is in this one as well.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that marshmallow is not really like the most common of all notes, I guess. Actually, I've never smelled a fragrance with marshmallow in it, I think. But yeah, it's nice. I can see it being a cozy scent. To me, I guess off my skin, it doesn't come off as cozy or warm. It comes across just a little bit more of like a blanket, cloudy kind of sweetness than warm scent off my skin. I mean, everyone's skin's different, but just for me, I feel like it does have a little bit of that sensuality to it, a little bit of a mystique, if you will, because it smells a little bit cloudy, mysterious, slightly sweet. No, I like this one. I can see it being a nice close encounter scent.
Okay.
Yeah. First one still by far.
First one by far. Hey, listen, I'm down with that. As long as we got a winner.
Hey, first one's the winner. That's for sure right now. All right, so let's see. You ready for a third one?
Yeah. So with number 3, I had the misses in mind here, but as I was going through, I had some guys said that they would wear it. Like, hey, this one is something that I would wear, but obviously, I think it's each its own on this.
All right. So I'm guessing it's going to be more, I'll just smell it. Yeah, I can see what you mean. Personally, I think it's very feminine. I think it's quite feminine. Personally. It's like rose.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's a rose. It's like a sweet, candied rose. Sweet. Yeah, like candy rose. Like you can imagine like pink roses. Candy pink roses. It's definitely feminine to me. I do see some guys wearing it because some guys would wear like Oud Ispahan and stuff like that. So any guys who would wear that would like really wear this pretty easily. But it's a really if someone were to ask me to recommend a rose fragrance to any woman, I would just recommend this one because this is so easy to use. Like it's so easy to appreciate. It has a little bit of freshness. I don't know what notes is in here exactly, but a rose does not come off heavy. It doesn't come off powdery. It's really bright. It's a really bright, sweet candy rose. I would guess there's like frankincense in here to really lift up the roses, but I could be absolutely wrong. There's a bunch of different notes that can really lift up a rose note, but but it has a brightness to it that is just for the masses really easy to appreciate. And if anyone will ask me what I recommend, what rose fragrance I recommend to just anybody, this would be on the list of something that I recommend first. So there's that.
So there's some bergamot here, some Italian mandarin and some orange. And then in the mid is kind of where a lot of that rose is. You have some Bulgarian rose, some French rose, jasmine and peach there as well.
Hmm.
And then in the base is kind of some different woody notes. You got some cedarwood, vanilla, and patchouli and Haitian vetiver in here as well.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess it's the citruses then
Yeah.
that's really bringing up the freshness. All right. Yeah, it's really nice. Easy to wear. Nice, lovely rose fragrance. It's definitely feminine though. It's not one that I personally would wear myself.
Yeah.
But I can see some guys wearing this one if they really like roses. But
Yeah, like
yeah,
I've worn it a few times for like just to test it. Like I've worn it out, but this one was really made for me with women in mind. But like you said, some people will wear it if they're into that gender neutral type of vibe.
hey man, yep, it's Black Orchid. If guys can wear Black Orchid, they can wear this too. But yeah, I like that one.
Thank you.
It's a lot of women likes rose fragrances, and I smell a lot of rose. This one smells pretty good. I'd recommend this one first.
Appreciate it.
Hmm.
All right. I'm ready for number 4 when you are, my friend.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Hmm. Hmm. There's citruses in here.
Yeah.
It's not overly singy, but it is more on the juicy side of citrus.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what citrus is in here though. I mean, I could guess. I mean, I would say yuzu would be the first thing that comes to mind. Yuzu, grapefruit, maybe.
Yeah,
Well, those are the same thing.
well, there's grapefruit in this one for sure. Yeah,
All
grapefruit.
right. Hey, my nose ain't broken. I still have it.
Bergamot, grapefruit, Sicilian lemon. You have a normal lemon there. You have some orange and cardamom in the top here as well.
Mhm. Yeah, so this is definitely a summer one, right? Like you have like come as a hot weather in mind kind of thing. This is a not one of your like super high heat summer fragrance. I feel like it has a little bit of richness to it. It doesn't really have like overwhelmingly refreshing kind of feeling. But yeah, this is like it's still a good summer scent. I would say just not a super high heat summer scent.
Okay.
Mid-July Vegas would not do it for this fragrance. But um, yeah, it's a nice summer scent. Now with summer scents though, I have to be honest, man, it's really hard to make something that is extremely unique or extremely just out of this world.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of us like more of the fall and winter. That's like both our favorite season for fragrances because summer's tough, man. You can make a nice smelling summer fragrance, which this one is, but to me, I gravitate a lot more towards the sweeter stuff. I feel like you made them more unique. For the first two fragrances, even the rose one too, I feel like an easier to wear, slightly bit has its own kind of DNA to it a little bit. But with the summer one, when I smell a heavy citrus, it's like I just think of a whole bunch of like other citruses, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fragrances with heavy grapefruit, heavy bergamot, heavy lemon, stuff like that. So I like this one,
Yep.
but I definitely like the fall and winter ones.
A bit more.
Like a league more, yeah,
Okay.
quite
All
a
right.
bit more. Yep. Hmm.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I think maybe as that one sits on skin, there's some different spices in that one too that I really enjoy that may come in as it begins to dry down, but I appreciate that part.
Hmm. Oh yeah, and I'll give you I'll message you all the dry down feelings. I'll have my girlfriend smell it as well. She's in the other room, so.
So I said,
All
cello.
right.
All right,
Mhm.
cool. And then number 5. Number 5 is different because I've said this like a number of times, but this is the first one that I selected overall when I was creating these in the process.
All right. I'm like running out of skin. Good thing there's only 5. You send me 10, I was like, oh no, it would be.
Oh no! What do we do?
I'll borrow some skin. This one is it like is it citrus and spices?
This one has more citrus and wood in this one. The other one was more citrus and spice.
Okay, citrus, woods. Man, the citrus comes across. What is it?
You said one of the notes already. This one, another fragrance.
Yeah, God, is it yuzu? Did I just say yuzu?
Yeah, it's the yuzu.
Yeah, it has it's a type of citrus that has a little bit of bitterness to it, which some people don't like at all. For me, it's a hit or miss. I do like this. It's like it's drawing me a little bit. I keep smelling it. Yeah, between the two, 4 and 5 for summer, I wear 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I wear 5. Because to me, I feel like it's just an easier one, I guess, for a lot of other people to appreciate. And it's one that I would even consider, like if anyone were to buy this and use it, I would say you can even leave it at the office to refresh. Of course, I don't know longevity of this. I'm assuming like a fragrance reviewer fragrance, we know about longevity, so we try to push it as much as possible, of course. Right. But when it comes to summer scent, so you can only do so much. So I would even consider even leaving this one at the office if you work at the office 5 days a week and be refreshed throughout the day. No, it's nice. In the summertime, I wear 5 over 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. So if you had to pick your top one, which one would you go? Number 1?
My top is still number 1.
Okay.
My top is still number 1. Let's actually revisit these.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, number 1 is still definitely my go-to for this line so far. Number 2. Number 2 changed. It's becoming a little bit more warm and sensual.
Yeah.
Now than before. The marshmallow smells nicer. It's like my skin toasted the marshmallow. I guess we've become from like a cloudy sweet into like a more deeper sweet. It's like, It's actually nicer. No, good. So 2 is becoming like a closer to 1. Now I like that. 1 and 2. I like. Let's see the rose one. The rose one is nice. I would say. As more of the citruses starts to show, I would say I still like it, but it's not one of my favorite for sure.
Okay.
Because now I'm reminded, but can't pinpoint which fragrance, but I'm slightly reminded of others.
Okay.
But it is still a very nice rose fragrance. I still stand by what I said. If anyone asks me for an easy to wear rose fragrance for everyday use, I'll recommend this one.
Perfect.
Yeah. 4 and 5. 4 is still. I think 4 is still my least favorite one out of all the 5. 4 just. 5 for the summertime, I wear 5. So if I were to rank them really, 1 and 2 are really close. So those are my 2 favorites. Then I would say the rose one being the 3rd. Number 5 is 4th. Number 4 is all right. So yeah, that'd be my rating for it. The summer ones.
1, 2, 3, 5, 4.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. Yep. So you can see I'm really leaning towards the fall and winter.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, listen. If a part of me wanted to do nothing but follow.
Right? Like if I had my own fragrance line, I don't know if I would even like dare to try a summer one because I don't even know myself. You know, me critiquing these summer fragrances doesn't mean I know how to make a unique one either. You know, it's just what it is. Oh God, I don't know. I would probably just avoid summer fragrances in general. Like, yeah, I'm not doing any of that. Just doing all gourmands.
You get a good morning. You get a good morning.
You get a good bar. It's like the brand is gonna be called like Imagine Bakery and just gonna be gourmand
That's
all
hilarious.
the way.
That's funny.
Uh,
Man, I appreciate the honest feedback on these, man. Like, these are my babies. They've been indoors with me for a
I
while.
hope it wasn't too harsh.
No, listen, man. That's all appreciated. Because here's the thing. Like, not everything is for everyone. There's fragrances out there that some people love that I hate, and vice versa, right? So I think this would give them a good perspective on the take, especially for those out there who really appreciate what your nose and kind of align their taste with yours. I think it's just perfect in that sense. To me, I love them all, but that's I love my kids as well, and not everyone loves my kids. So.
You can't rank your kids, really not publicly anyway. If you were to pick, I know this is a really hard question for any brand owner, but if you were to pick one yourself, like which, or actually, how would you rank them? If you were to rank them yourself.
Ooh, that's tough.
I know, right? I know it's tough.
It's tough.
I'm just curious.
Because my personal preferences allow with gourmands, right? So, so obviously my thought process going into this was to really please have something for everyone, and then also have stuff that I would go back to time and time again. So I think for me, probably between 1 and 2, right, is kind of the top one. And we went back to the drum board on both of those a few times, tried it with a few different notes, different, hey, let's add some rum or something to it, and kind of took that back out because it didn't feel the same. So maybe 1 or 2 would be the top for me, just because I prefer gourmands. On the flip side, let's say if I was in Florida during this time of the year, I would probably go 4 and 5 are tough for me, because there's something in 4 that I love for me on skin. Like, there's this triple layer of spice there that comes off well for me. It has saffron and some nutmeg in there, and it just comes off as just something and cinnamon in the base, and that just comes off just that I enjoy a lot. So it's tough, man. It's tough between 4 and 5 as well. I think number 3 is the women's fragrance would be the last of my preference, because I'm not into wearing them much, but I would love to smell it on my wife. So it's hard to rank them in that way. But that's my rationale. I would go gourmands first, and then semi gourmands, because not super gourmands, I would say.
No, they're not. They're not. When I say these are gourmands, so these just for the viewers, is that they're not in any way hard to wear. Like you guys heard me already. All of these I mentioned that are easy to wear, and they are. They're easy to pull off. All of these could actually be by the door type fragrances that you can grab and go in any situation. You don't have to think twice about them. Of course, some of them lean more sweet or sensual, better for date night. But overall, man, these are very, very, very easy to grab. And I think that's one thing important that I think a lot of brands actually miss. And when they make something that's too creative, we have a bunch, man, and they're like collecting dust. You know what I mean? Like, we don't grab them because they're just like. So making them wearable with a slight bit of unique DNA, I think that's absolutely the way to go for sure. So people actually wear them and grab them, So yeah, I like the direction that you're going with this, man. And 1 and 2, definitely my favorite.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it, sir. So listen, I thank you once again, man. For anybody out there, make sure you go check out his channel. I have everything linked and listed down below. I'm gonna call you LT from here on out.
LT.
Like, where does the LT come from?
I don't even know it. Now it's stuck now.
Like little Timmy, you know what I'm saying? Little Timmy. What's up?
That's fine. I'm cool with that, little Timmy.
That's fine. But man, make sure y'all check him out. Great content. His video quality is second to none as it comes to this fragrance game.
Thank you, sir.
You know what's crazy to me about that is, like, a while ago, you did like a video about like who has the best videos and didn't include yourself. I'm like, you have.
Oh man, do you know the amount of hate comments that would ensue? Like, just because I forgot to mention 1 or 2 reviewers, they're like, "What about this guy? What about that one?" No, never doing that video again.
Off the list, won't follow up.
Nope, 1 and done.
Man, well, listen, I appreciate it. As you guys know, I'm your boy Big Beard B. This is Timmy from the channel Imagine Sense. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again. You already know what we need you to do. Just hit the goddamn bell.